Hi, I'm Bob Byman for your next round. What's the greatest gift that I could give a golfer that would improve his next round, but not only that, but give him the opportunity and set the conditions for not only his short-term improvement, but his long-term improvement as well? That would be putting your hands on the club properly, getting your grip on properly. So let me talk to you about that just a little bit. Look, if I were to just stand here like a golfer and just put my hands in front of me and I move back and forth like an athlete, a little right foot, left foot, rotate my body, just don't influence my hands at all. Just let them go and do whatever they're going to do. When I come back down into impact area, the palms of my hands and everybody else's want to be vertical to the ground when they're in their impact, just right on the inside of your left thigh. So, if we can figure out a way to put our hands on the club with the palms of our hands facing each other and vertical to the ground and facing in the same line as the leading edge of the club, and then I go back and forth in the same manner, just as athletically as possible, don't influence my hands, the hands will always want to finish vertical to the ground. The club face always wants to come back to square. So how do we go about putting our hands on the club that way? The most basic relationship of the hands to each other is that the palms face each other. The most basic relationship of the palms relative to the club is that the palms of the hands face in the same line as the leading edge of the club. The palms of your hands literally become the club face. So wherever your hands go, the club face is. This is critical to be able to control your club and to control trajectory and speed and line over time. You're putting a condition of balance inside of your swing, and that will help to allow you to learn other things of balance in your swing as well. So how do we go about doing that so that we have a secure, powerful, and repetitive golf swing? One of the most interesting things that I've been able to come up with relative to the grip, I call it the absolute best grip in the world, is the relationship of the shaft relative to the left hand. You hear all sorts of angles that the club should go across. If you take a look at the end of your pinky and the beginning of the bones of your hand and start closing your pinky down, there's a fold line that everybody has. It's basically in the midpoint between the end of the pinky and that fold line and the beginning of the bones of your hand. The index finger is a little bit farther down, so the midpoint's going to be a little bit farther. The middle finger is a little bit longer than this finger, so the midpoint's going to be a little bit farther down. If you connect those 3 points, it goes across the middle of the joint of the index finger as well. Now I want you to put that angle across the left side of the shaft, 90 degrees around the left side of the shaft. With the club in its design and the butt end of the club just forward with or even with the leading edge of the club and the shaft on the inside of the left thigh, put the left side of your hand, those midpoints on the left side of the shaft. I want you to close your last 3 fingers and the heel of the hand first. So the muscular pad presses down, the last 3 fingers press up. Then the index finger closes, and then the thumb. You're going to find that the left thumb is either right down the middle or just to the right of the center of the shaft, and I mean just to the right. Now the angle across your right hand is parallel with the angle of the left. Now with the right hand, we have to cover not only the grip, but we have to cover the left thumb as well. So it's a thicker thing. So we're going to take this angle across what we did with the left hand and bring it down into the fingers about 3/4 of an inch or an inch farther down, but parallel to it. So here's what you do. The last 3 fingers in the heel of the hand, then the index finger, then the thumb. The middle 2 fingers of the right hand go on, The pocket of the palm of the right hand, the pocket right in here, fits right over the left thumb. The index finger crooks around the club. It is slightly separated from the middle finger of the right hand. The thumb goes to the left side of the shaft. I never ever want to see the right thumb on the top of the shaft. And then the pinky fits right in that groove. That's your golf grip. This is Bob Byman for your next round.